So in the interview we were doing just before, came up a question where, not a question, a comment that many women are experiencing alterations in their menstrual cycles. They are becoming more irregular, or some women are also having absence of their menstruation, of their cycle for months or even up to a year since the pandemic started. And we were talking about it, and most doctors will just say this is stress, it's because of the pandemic, but there's no clear explanation. Now, from the perspective of five biological laws and Bodhi Medicine, we know exactly what creates alterations in the production of certain hormones in the body, which secondarily will create alterations in the harmonious cycles. Talking about right now of the menstrual cycles. So what are these possible causes that many women are experiencing right now around the world due to the pandemic, due to the restrictions that have been placed since more than a year? And it all has to do with how the woman perceives her environment, especially her territory. This is how we call it. The territory means the household, the family, or the work that sustains the house and the family. This is what we call the territory. Now, when everything is in harmony, in a natural flow in the territory of a woman, there is balance in both hemispheres of the brain. Now, the brain cortex has a certain area in the temporal lobes that control the production of testosterone and estrogens, which are the male and female hormones. It's the same for the men. Men also produce male and female hormones. Women also. Now, when there are strong changes, drastic changes in these dynamics in the territory, which create high levels of stress for the woman, like suddenly the man is at home all day and the kids also, and there's a chaos there, or there's a lot of conflict with the husband, or there's a threat of losing work and not having sustenance, etc. These strong shifts create a strong stress in this territorial environment. Then the brain will respond, creating shifts in the production of these hormones. Now, if there's more production of testosterone, if there's less production of estrogens, this is going to directly impact the menstrual cycles, because the menstrual cycles are guided by the production of estrogen and progesterone. Every month, the woman has a unique part of the cycle is when the estrogens are increasing, then decreasing, and also then the progesterone increases and decreases. And there's this constant flow with the production of increase and decrease of the hormones, which give ovulation in the middle of the cycle, and then the bleeding, the menstruation at the end. Now, if there's alterations in production of estrogen, especially because of these very strong shifts in the territory of the woman, then there's going to be alterations in the menstrual cycle of the woman. So what can a woman do? Of course, if the environment stays the same with the lockdown and all these measures that have been taken, and she's still dealing with this every day, then probably she's going to have the same imbalance in the production of these hormones controlled by the brain cortex. If this finishes and everything goes back to normal, the man goes to work, the kids go to school, everything starts flowing normally, she relaxes, then of course then everything's going to come back to normal. But if it doesn't, then the woman can have also different ways to support herself to come back to balance, through different therapy methods, through meditation, through learning the 5 biological laws, through receiving support from other people who will help her to cope or give advice, or at least support her to release this strong emotional content that is being held due to these situations. So there's many alternatives which we explore also in the Bodhi Medicine courses, and when we learn the 5 biological laws, how to deal and support with these kind of situations. So it doesn't mean that women who have alterations in their menstrual cycles, or who have missed their cycles for a few months during the pandemic, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with her. It doesn't mean there's any disease or anything wrong with their reproductive system. It's just a response from the body to these strong shifts that have been caused by these measures that have been taken due to the pandemic. So I hope this is supportive for some women. And if you need more information or support, you can visit Bodhi Medicine pages and Instagram and all the resources we have there.